Hello YouTube! I haven't been here for a while, but today I come back with quite an interesting topic. Lately we were discussing with my friends, photographers and artists, the importance of going to an art school or getting an art school education if you want to become a professional full-time artist. Is it valuable for new painters, sculptors, designers to apply to a college or school at some form, or you can just basically learn everything for free from YouTube? Are there any benefits? I was a student in art school myself. I was studying there for 2 years in Prague, in between my high school and my university years. I got there quite accidentally, but I really enjoyed these 2 years of studying there, even though I was sometimes facing some difficulties. So in this week's video, I would like to share with you 5 perks, benefits, or just nice things that you will have if you pursue an art career and go to an art school. But before, a quick disclaimer. Art degree or studying doesn't make you a better artist. As well as being self-taught doesn't mean that you cannot create an amazing art. Everyone's art journey is different and valuable, and I just want to share my own personal, highly subjective opinion here in this video. So let's start with the basics. You will learn to create art fast, a lot, and under a deadline. I had it so many times. From the homework of sketches that you need to bring every day to finishing a plein air painting in 2 hours. Or for example, meter to meter 8 paintings for a diploma work that you need to finish in 1 year. In art school, you always work under a deadline, and this thing pushes your creativity much faster than if you just will work in your own steady pace. I'm a crazy lazy person myself, and if I don't have a deadline, probably my task will be never finished. I will always add something or repaint something all over again and again. And not only you work under pressure of a deadline, that for some people can sound a bit rough, but you also find your own ways how to work more efficient, fast, and with less energy waste involved. I talk a lot to my classmates and teachers about their own ways of being more efficient, starting for example with faster ways of cleaning brushes and finishing with using a projector to create a first layer of sketch before you start a painting. I believe when you learn how to work under pressure of a deadline, your brain creates new connections that in the future will be really helpful when you decide to pursue an art career full-time. Second thing, you will become more resistant to a rough critique. Art world has a lot of competition and it's quite rough. Let's admit that many artists who became famous would probably never even considering watching to a new freshly green painters who just got out from an art school. Many of your teachers in art school will critique you more than your parents, school teachers, dream trainers all together, because they know themselves how difficult the art world can be for soft people, and they want to make you ready for these difficulties. But you will learn not only accept critics and understand critics, but also how to defend yourself, how to explain your own vision that sometimes can be quite different from a vision of your mentor. And it's okay, I mean, every person is a universe, and that's why it's important to let others talk about your art, discuss it with you, and share their own opinions. I had many discussions regarding my paintings in my art school, sometimes even with other students involved, because I knew that my art is there to light an emotion, to make people talk and share. So basically, if you survive an art school critique, you will survive any other critique in your future. Next thing, you will explore new technologies, techniques, subjects, and media. One of the best features of going to an art school is unlimited, healthy testing of all new things that you can ever think of. For example, when I was a child, I usually used graphite for my sketches and watercolor for paintings. But as soon as I got to an art school, I tried color pencils, chalk, markers, ink, gouache, oils, acrylics, many other things I couldn't ever think of drawing with. Your potential is endless, and of course you can try all these materials at home and no need to go to an art school, you maybe think. But what was really cool is that in art school you can always see other students struggling, same as you do with the new media, and you will understand that perfection only comes with practice. And you can also get a feedback of better usage of this or that medium that will keep you going and improving faster. What was also really interesting for me is to explore different subjects and paint something that I was never thinking of. Like for example, once we had a still life made out of only yellow subjects and yellow food. Or sometimes we were going to the park sketching dogs, or even we had a session with like naked old man for a figure drawing. Maybe this one is not the most pleasant example, but anyways. One of my most favorite thing was to have a homework the teacher gave us every week. It could be a sentence of a poem that we need to draw, or for example an abstract term such as void or love. The idea was to explore our creativity and trust the process. And after we sit in a circle showing our art to classmates and getting feedback. That was amazing. Next thing that is highly beneficial, there is a possibility that you will be more exposed to the big artistic world thanks to your art school. I will share my story here. I was not the most hardworking student. I went to a lot of parties, skipped many lections, and was overall not that interested in becoming a full-time artist while studying in art school. Stupid? Yes. Counterproductive? Yeah, a bit. Did I learn anything from this? Definitely yes. At the same time, I was missing some school days laying in bed with a hangover. One of my classmates was working crazy hard, going to an art school every day, and his hard work was paying itself. Our art teacher showed some of his works at the expositions with other young artists from Prague. He was giving to the student a lot of credit and attention, and in the end, this student was the first from our class who sold his artworks to the collector. And after finishing an art school, he was the one who pursued a full-time art career. The main point of the story is that if your art school has some connections, and many of them do, your teachers see your potential and hard work, you will get much more possibilities to shine in this highly competitive big world. And I mean, who doesn't like that? Now I really will give my left hand to be exposed in an art gallery with other artists. So this benefit may differ from place to place, but I believe that many modern art colleges and schools, you will have this option to be exposed as an artist to the public if you are consistent and hardworking. And the last but not the least, you will meet the most incredible, talented and fantastic people in art school. Every person that is willing to express himself or herself through art has a story behind, sometimes even a painful one. Otherwise, we will never be able to create. And in art school, almost every person I met had something to say to this world, to scream their emotions through paper and a pen. Because art itself is such a vulnerable act of putting part of your soul out there. Expose your traumas, fears, hopes, and needs to the light. I mean, it's beautiful in any shape and form. People's stories behind is something that makes art unique and special. That's why I believe that real art will never be replaced by artificial intelligence. And basically, with some people I met in art school 7 years ago, we're still communicating and having a friendship. These relationships built in a creative and free environment are crazy valuable, and they will give you so much in the long run. And that was it for today. These were my 5 benefits of going to an art school. What do you think about them? Is it interesting for you to pursue an art career and go to an art school, or you would like to be a self-taught artist? Please leave your comments in the comment section. I would like to read your stories. And I will see you in the next video very soon. Bye.